If I am pure, this fire will not even touch me. The night was deep. Lanka had just been reduced to ashes of his own making. The drum of victory had already been beaten. Yet amid that victory, Mother Sita stood alone. For her, the entire war had been fought. For her, Rama had built a bridge across the ocean. For her, millions of Vanars had given their lives. And yet there is no celebration in her eyes that day. Only a deep hidden pain. Mother Sita was passing through a different kind of war. A war no one else could understand. A woman battle caught between dignity, society and truth. And then, in the roar of victory, a question echoed. Is proof of purity necessary? When the war itself was fought for that purity. Sita was the daughter of earth, yet even in the Treta Yuga, there were many women who were forced to prove their truth, their devotion, their purity again and again in one form or another. Today we speak of those trials that women endure even in the Treta Yuga. Trials our traditional never fully questions. The war of Lanka had ended. Under the moonlight, the battlefield simmered, and in the light stood Mother Sita, the very region the war had been fought. Yet even after the war, one question remained. Sita, who had lived in the Ravana place, was she still pure? No god asked these questions. There was only Ram Dharma, and the moral code of entire age. Ram took a deep breath and said, I know Sita is pure, but before Dharma, the individual does not stand. Truth must have proof. With these words, he invoked Agni, the god of fire. On the ash-covered land of Lanka, a fire pit was lit, a fire that symbolized destructions, now about to become a witness of truth. Sita looked at Rama. There was no complaint in her eyes, no tears, only calm determinations. She folded her hands and said softly, If I have been defiled by Rama's touch, and if my heart has remained steadfast at the Rama feet, then the fire shall not even touch me. With this word, Sita stepped towards the flames. But in the very next moment, the flames changed their form. Fire let flower beneath her feet. The flame bobbed, and Agni himself appeared. He proclaimed, O Raghunandan, Mother Sita is pure. Her heart never dwelled in Ravana place. It remained forever absorbed in your remembrance. Silence spread everywhere. The winds of Lanka, which had witnessed destructions, now became witness to purity. Tears filled Rama's eyes, but peace entered his heart. With his own hands, he lifted Sita from the fire, and the trial by flame came to an end. That day was not merely a test. It was a mirror held before an entire age. An age where even truth had to prove itself, where purity was tested again and again on the scale of proof. Even today, when a woman burned in the doubt of the world for her own truth, within that fire, Sita's form rises again. A form that echoes, Fire cannot touch me, for my truth itself is my shield. After the trials by the fire in Lanka, it seemed that touch everything had ended, as if dignity has been restored and the dharma had found its boundaries. But the story did not end there. Time passed, ages changed. When Mother Sita returned to Ram kingdom with love and kush, there was still hurt that could not accept her truth even after witnesses it. Among those who were warm, she had sacrificed everything. The same questions arose again. Was Sita truly pure? This time, Mother Sita did not remain silent. She declared before everyone, I will no longer give proof to a world that refused to accept truth even after seeing it. These words was not mere refusal. They were a proclamations of truth before time itself. She folded her hands, raised her gaze toward the earth and prayed, If I am pure in thought, words and deed, the Mother Earth take your daughter into your embrace. At that moment, the land of Ayodhya traveled. The earth split opens, and from within emerged a golden throne. Mother Earth herself appeared. She seated Sita upon her lap, and slowly the throne descended into the womb of the earth. The assembly stood in silence, a silence echoing with Sita's truth. That day Sita taught the world. Purity does not need proof, it needs respect. Truth does not need test, it needs recognitions. And a woman does not need to prove of dharma, she needs justice. In the Treta Yuga, called the age of dharma and dignity, did society even learn? Even today, women were forced to prove their truth and purity. Perhaps that is the secret of these stories. Ages change, but the taste remains the same. And perhaps this time, the questions are not for them, they are for us.